Alright, I think it's time to add a couple more stickers to the old kegerator beer fridge. If I can get this one started here. So Con Club, love this one. I think that's probably about a good spot for it right there. Look at that. Beautiful. And I think it's time to put this Grinkfest one on here. Grinkfest 7, if I can get this sticker separated. There we go. Somewhere right about there. Grinkfest 7, Con Club. Somewhere I need to put on the GAC built one somewhere. And then, man, here's a throwback sticker. Dare to keep kids off drugs. Sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, apparently. Alright. I think that was early 90s. Long time ago. Okay. Alright. I think it's time for me to crack open a beer here. This awesome bottle opener side art awesomeness from fan of the Arcade Hangout. It goes by Chris Rad. I think it's Chris Rad. So I need to figure out where to mount this, but this is a sweet addition to the GAC arcade. So I'm gonna crack open my Lagunitas Born Yesterday Pale Ale. See if I can do this without messing it up. There we go. Cracked it open on this awesome Miss Pac-Man side art. The Chris Rad Page, I think is what his name is. Chris Rad Page, that's right. Yeah, that is really awesome. Figure out where I'm going to have to put that. Go ahead and pour the Lagunitas into my Lagunitas mug. About a 20-ounce mug, I think. This will work though. And got to put it on my my Grinkfest 7 coaster. Not to mention my awesome Arcade Hangout custom made coaster from Perco. So I think that's pretty sweet. I forgot where I got to put this though, man. This thing is so killer. So. Oh, I see you decided to join me again. Back for more, huh? So, I'm GAC. This is Arts and Craft with GAC, where I like to pair up tasty beverage with projects, games, whatever. So, this one is another video I filmed at Grinkfest 7 just last weekend. In Eagle, Idaho at Grinker's Grand Palace. I had the pleasure of doing a pairing with none other than Jacob himself, one of the founding members of the Con Club on Facebook, if you've ever seen that group. So Jacob and Mike Zenner, those two started the Con Club. Zenner makes a little appearance at the end there, but I'm looking forward to doing potentially some beer pairings with him. Maybe CAX next year. He does the it's a new podcast, a Vector. It's a Vector only podcast. So yeah, it's a good time. So So Jacob and I, we paired a beer that ties into Donkey Kong, with Kong Club. And this one was a little bit different. It is not Donkey Kong. It is Mario, who is featured in Super Mario Brothers, the Versus Super Mario Brothers specifically for the arcade machines, the Nintendo Versus Super Mario Brothers. So the beer I had that we paired it with was it was called Super Juice Brothers, and man, I can't think of the name of the brewery right now. It was I think a collaboration of two breweries. Bergion, there we go, Bergion, out of Carlsbad, I believe, out of Southern California near San Diego. And they did a collaboration with Pure Brewing, I believe, to make the Super Juice Brothers. So, but yeah, I just had to make an excuse to open this bottle on this awesome side art custom bottle opener game room artwork. Not sure what you call it, but super cool. So Chris, I think his name's Chris Page. He goes by Chris Rad Page on Instagram. So definitely look him up on Instagram. He's posted some of these different side art projects he does. It's basically a piece of plywood. He includes some mounting hardware and does the custom artwork size for the plywood, and then mounts a bottle opener. So super cool. I was really set back and honored to get such a nice gift from him. At Grinkers this year, it was a nice surprise. He made a handful of them for the Arcade Hangout crew, so super awesome, man. I love you, buddy. It's super cool. Can't wait to actually mount this somewhere and show it off to people when they come over. So yeah, super cool. So thank you again, Chris. But yeah, so anyways, the video, we're at Grinkers Grand Palace at Grinkfest 7, and we do a pairing of, like I said, the Super Juice Brothers with Super Mario Brothers with Jacob from Kong Club, and like I said, Mike Zenner, he does pop in there kind of at the tail end of it, but yeah, it was a good time. That beer was super good. I need to track down some more. It was delicious. But yeah, good stuff. And Jacob, he has a background in working at breweries, so he can definitely go into the detail of the flavor notes and all that kind of stuff of beer. I'm a huge fan of craft beer, but I'm not a salesman of beer, so going into that level of detail is more up his alley. So that was pretty cool hearing him talking about the different flavors he could see in the beer. So it was super loud, dark with the red lights at Grinkers. So the last video I edited with Tubin and Over the Falls with David Jury wound up coming out all right, I think. It was hard. We had the lavalier mic, so we were able to get our voices going, but it's the best we could do, so it worked out all right, I think. So but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a swig of this. I haven't even had any here tonight, so that is some excellent stuff. If anybody out there happens to get a chance to try out some Born Yesterday by Lagunitas, they do it once a year. It's usually in the middle of October. I actually got really lucky and got this. It was bottled less than a week ago on Monday, and I picked it up on Tuesday, and on Wednesday I flew out to Grinkfest. So I did do a share with some friends Saturday night at Grinkfest. So I wish I brought more, but yeah, super fresh beer, excellent stuff. I don't know if you may have seen a video I filmed a couple years ago with Adam G, local friend of mine, and we did a pairing of Born Yesterday that year with what was the game? Flicky. born yesterday flicky. I don't know. I just figured out some way to try to tie it in. But yeah, so this is an excellent beer. Comes out once a year. So super fresh, super hoppy. Definitely West Coast style. They have gone with the more unfiltered, so it's kind of hazy-ish. But yeah, still really good. Excellent stuff. But so anyways, enough babbling. I'm going to go ahead and work on start editing the video. Again, it was Super Mario Brothers, which is a Nintendo Versus game in the arcade, and that was paired with Super Juice Brothers by Bergeon Beer out of Carlsbad, California, which was actually a collaboration with Pure Brewing. So, all right, we'll go ahead and cut to that. Have fun, guys. I appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Oh, another thing I wanted to say is I'm closing in on 100 subscribers. I'm surprised it's gotten that far, but I've been doing this for a couple of years off and on. So, but yeah, I appreciate all the likes and subscribes and stuff. So makes it fun, makes it worth doing this. So, but yeah, closing in on 100. So I don't know. Cheers, everyone. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my beverage and get to editing. And again, I gotta say thank you to Perko for making these awesome coasters, and Chris for making these just killer side art bottle opener, game room artwork, right? Oh, I'll show this too while I'm at it. This is a poster we made for Grinkfest 7. This was actually sponsored by Chris Dorr. He's out of, I think, Portland. Yeah, Portland, Oregon. So he went ahead and sponsored part of the Grinkfest, and he actually funded these posters. So these are nice, thick, glossy cardstock, good quality stuff. So they're not super cheap. But yes, thank you, Chris, for doing that. I personally, I think this is like one of my favorite things to bring home from each Grinkfest is have a poster to put up on the wall to kind of remember the event. So, all right. So maybe I'll frame this and get it posted up on the next video. So, okay. Well, again, enough babbling. All right, let's cut to the video and enjoy, everyone. Cheers. Have a good one. All right, so here we go. We're at Grinkfest 7, and I'm here with my good buddy, Jacob. Cheers. Jacob from the Kong Club. We got empty glasses right now, but I brought a beer that kind of ties into the whole Donkey Kong Club. So, I mean, talk about Kong Club.
Oh man, I mean, Kong Club. It's been years now. We started in 2016.
Okay.
It really stemmed from me being like, I don't want to get onto a website. I just, what do we check every day? We check our Facebook, we check our Instagram, we check our Twitter. Like, where's Donkey Kong in that? And so I got to this point of like, I check Facebook a lot, and there's not a lot of Donkey Kong on Facebook. So let's create a place where, we can get together. And it really, even if we were going to pull it back then, it was really a place where just the amateurs go.
Yeah.
So it's not about the big million-point
players. The biggest thing I love about it, I haven't done as much as I'd like to, but there's like a freeness of it where people can just post their own videos, do live feeds, and it all goes into that Facebook group showing the gameplay and stuff. So
yeah, and that's the joy of it, is like some guy in Idaho is like, the best he can do is 50,000, and I want to be able for that guy to stream to Kong Club and all of us cheer him on, because we were all at that point and we could push him to like 60,000, and then we're like, we're trying to get, I don't know, it's super
fun.
Yeah, it's
and you
not
do these
about
challenges where it's just like a 5-minute game, and it's just the best score you can get in 5 minutes, stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun.
And I try to add in, every year I try to add in little things where if everyone can stream with their iPad or their phone or anything else, like just bring everyone together. And it's not in a pro way, but just in a fun way to bring the country together.
Yes, right, yeah. So super fun. Yeah. So I've been here many times, but we're at Grinkers Grand Palace in Eagle, Idaho, and we're at Grinkfest 7th year doing this. It's your actual first time coming out here.
First time.
Many years you always have overlapping other priorities local to you, but you've actually been able to make it out this time, so it's awesome to have you here. So
this is I got to give you an empty cheers on this one.
All right, another empty cheers. All right.
But, like, what a great place this is. Grinkers. I think they said there's 300 machines here.
Yeah, over 300.
And Steve, I am putting my fist up to you. What a great place this is. This is like the best of all the events I've ever been to. Like, I mean, it's better than going to some big arcade expo or kind of thing like that. It's also better than going to somebody's personal home collection. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yes,
it's like you mix some weird expo with a home collection.
Totally.
This is like a giant hangout for everybody at home. It's pretty awesome.
Yes, for sure. So this is the closest thing I could tie into Donkey Kong with the Kong Club and everything. So we're going to pair up with Super Mario Brothers, and this is actually called Super Juice Brothers, and it's by Bergeon Beer Company out of Carlsbad, California, near San Diego. And I think they actually, it's a collaboration with Pier Brewing. I'm not sure where they're out of, but this is actually a pretty hefty beer. It's 8% alcohol, double IPA, the hazy stuff. I've been sitting on this for a few months trying to find the right situation, so hope it'll be good.
Double hazy.
Yes, there we go.
Hazy's been popular.
Yes, for sure.
I'm out of Portland, and Portland has been crazy about. I mean, I think everybody's been crazy about hazies lately.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy last couple months with the hazies.
Yep. So again, it's Super Juice Brothers by Bergeon Beer Company. It's 8% alcohol. So I'm gonna go ahead and. By the way, I forgot to mention this part. Oh, I can get it local to me.
Cool.
There's a couple of bottle shops that you can buy stuff at. So, and by the way, I'm Gak, and this is Arts and Craft with Gak. Well, I like to pair up a beer that ties into some kind of video game or art project. So this time it's Super Juice Brothers with Super Mario Brothers. So I finished pouring this off here. We've been drinking a little bit tonight, so I'm doing a really pour where we got pretty thick.
It's a super pour.
Yes. So we got.
I mean, do you mind if I say?
Yes.
I mean, look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is orange juice.
You cannot see through it. Yes.
If you are good with hazies, as we have been in our own respective area or region where we drink our beers, this is thick. I mean, just before I even taste it, I don't think I've seen a Portland beer or an Oregon beer that thick. And there's a couple of big hazies out of Oregon right now.
I have to add this to it. You, at least for a while, worked at a brewery, so you've been around the scene for years, right?
Yeah. And the biggest hazy I saw out of there is not even as thick as this. Like, that looks great.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
I'm gonna get a smell. You can man. It's nice.
There's a little bit of bite even in it. You can smell that like crispness in there.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's like something. So a lot of hazies, when you think about them, it's a lot of like citrus, lemon, orange, pineapple, bam in your face.
Yes.
That's not the case with this. I'm tasting like a real kind of like almost like a, I don't want to say amber, but like a very like muted kind of malt. You know
I can barely read this, but it says 2 row malts. Yeah, it gives a breakdown of the actual, so I'll kind of hold it up here. I don't know if we'll come out very well, but
it's kind of like a spiced almost.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's from like the hops, right? When they put in they just kick up the hops, so you get that spice feeling. It doesn't burn the back of the throat like some others, though. But
It's like weird because a lot of hazies you try, it's going to be really bright, really like sweet right at the front. This is like the complete opposite. It's almost like having like a spiced fall. I would say it's like a fall hazy. It's kind of got that essence of like an amber, a little bit of oat and grain, but still kind of.
You're much better at this than me. I just like to name it and pair it with I'm not you. Well, you're been in the business, so
I gotta tell the customer about this, but that's really good.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of Cheerios in there. I don't know.
So there's the collaboration is with Pier Brewing. I'm not sure where they're out of, and then there's Berchion Beer Company and Super Juice Brothers. So Super Juice Brothers with Super Mario Brothers. I'm going to attempt to set up, we'll maybe do a little gameplay.
All right.
I'm sure we're both going to be horrible at this point. We've been here, enjoying beverages for the evening for a few hours now. So cheers,
awesome.
man.
Cheers.
I'm glad to see you made it out here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good times, man.
Cheers.
Yep. All right, so we'll do some gameplay here. He's got to drop a quarter, and then we'll see how good Jacob is at this here.
Cool. Dropping the quarter now.
I wrapped around my foot here. Somehow. There we go. This cord's so long.
All right, I think we're good. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and take one more sip.
There we go.
Look at this.
Super Juice
Thick
Brothers.
thick as butter.
So have you played much of Super Mario Brothers versus the versus version?
To tell you the truth, I have a versus Super Mario Brothers at home.
Okay.
And it's kind of different. It's kind of different. I do like it though.
My understanding is like once you get in one or two levels, it's a lot harder than the home NES version.
It is, yeah. It still has all like here you got your secret, blah blah blah, but it really starts ramping up after a minute.
Is for me playing it was the first thing that was a trip was I'm used to the little square controller in a home NES. This is a full-on joystick.
There is definitely a huge difference with having your original NES controller with this, but there's also something really nice about the Versus control system setup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like it though. I do like it.
Yeah, for sure.
But the only thing that's ever really bothered me, if we were going to talk about it, is the Mario Brothers marquee. It's always bothered me.
It's always what?
It's always bothered me.
Yeah.
There's something missing.
The art doesn't look right.
It doesn't look
they
right.
tried to make it too cartoony, I think.
There's something off with it. But other than that, I do love me some. And I was just teaching my son Oliver about this.
Okay.
Isn't it great that you can teach your kid about the little secrets?
Yes.
Like the star right here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And being able to.
It's like mind blown. Your kid's like, whoa, what is that?
And you've got your whole. Where's you got this guy right here. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, somewhere here's one, right? Yeah, there we go.
And then you've got your little secret there. But it's fun to pass this on, because we were all taught this by some guy somewhere down the road.
Yeah, right?
They taught us about these little secrets, or like this part right here. Everyone knows this guy.
Yeah,
right?
the opera and the secret.
Someone taught us this, and then we can teach them that.
Warp ahead to other levels. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I gotta ask you, Gak, what's your favorite part of Grinker so far this year?
Well, I gotta say one of the things that really hits the heart is I'm shocked by this, but we have fans that like the arcade hangout.
Awesome.
And they come up to us and like, man, I love your show. I'm like, seriously? You know, because we don't really. It's sort of a show, but not really a show. We're just hanging out with friends. And we've had like 2 or 3 people that make us gifts. They bring us stuff, you know, like we had some custom made like thick wood beer coasters that were CNC'd. That was super cool.
Yeah, I saw those. Those were really cool.
Another guy, Chris Page, I think is his name. He made these. It's like bottle openers that are on a board that has side art from a game on it. So mine, the one I got from him, is basically Miss Pac-Man side art with a bottle opener on it. So you mount it on your wall. You know, so it's super cool. You know, that kind of stuff. I'm like, there's a lot of work going into this stuff, prepping everything. And when you see people like talking about how much they appreciate it, making special stuff, you're like, this is what makes it worth it, you know? Oh, damn. That was brutal.
Good run. Your turn.
Yeah. Wait. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, wait.
Sure, stick me on the hard player? Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll go ahead and try
Avenge me.
Yeah. I have not played this in a while. I'm looking like a pro right now, but I'm not even close to a pro. It's just from memory of the home NES. I don't remember any hidden stuff, really.
You're looking pretty good.
Was there one up here? I don't remember. Probably not.
There you go. Watch out for this jump. That's where it got me. Might as well jump over and then go down, right?
There we go. All right, I can do this. So the B button is still the speed up, right? Just like the home.
Yeah. And that's what's great. And this is the thing, is like, you think about how Japanese reads, A and B, how it's backwards. It's the same kind of thing with the controllers.
I know, yes, for sure. Oh, man. And we're trying to just remember this stuff. Oh, no, I screwed down. Boom. Okay. Oh.
You know why I'm playing this so good? Is because of the wonderful Super Mario Brothers beer.
Yes, right? It's giving us superpowers. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, I got this. There it is. Raise it up.
Well, I mainly need to get on this guy, right? Okay. I'm not going to risk taking the bottom one there. Okay. Oh. Ooh, that was brutal.
No, you're good. Oh, there it is.
Dang it. Alright, that was awesome.
I like it. I shall avenge the Gak. Let me avenge the Gak. Here we go. Let's see what I got. Alright, here we go.
Nice. Now that I'm tasting it, it's warmed up a little bit. I am getting a spice, like a little burn on the finish.
There is a little bit of that burn in there for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a good burn. All right, do I have to show you how to do this level too?
Yeah. Do it. Oh, extra long. Oh, no!
Oh, man, so close.
That's all right. All right. Let me come back.
Speed through that.
I'm going to hold the Gak. Here we go.
Oh, no. All right.
Okay, we can't die. We can't die here.
Okay.
No!
All right. Well, that's it. we had a good game, so I'm gonna turn this around. I don't know if this camera angle is gonna work right, but we got Xander in here with us. Another part of the Kong Club group here, right?
Yes.
The founders, founding members of the Kong
group. The founding fathers right here.
So let's do a group high five here, a three-way. Woo! Nice.
Well, we appreciate you, Gak. And
I appreciate you guys.
Crafts with Gak, and we appreciate everybody who's been so hospitable at Grinkers 7 in 2019.
There we go. Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Woo, guys.
Cool. All right, so that was pairing up Super Juice Brothers with Super Mario Brothers. I'm here with Jacob, most famously known from the Kong Club on Facebook. Check that out. So, good times, man.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
I want to thank Gak too for really just being like the backbone of a lot of little things you don't think about when it comes to like Grinkers or CACs or any little things like. This is always a great thing. Plus, you're what's your
down to have a good time.
No. Your crafts. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Like I love that you are bringing in beer. You're bringing in arcades. You're also
gotta go lower.
Here it is.
Our heads cut off, and you not see our heads. Okay. You know, whatever. We don't know. We're just having a good time. So,
but
I appreciate that.
Thank you for bringing in the handmade. Thank you for bringing in the handcrafted, and thank you for bringing in just family, which is all of us.
I appreciate
all around
that.
The
yes,
world.
that's really what it breaks down to, is just having a good time with friends. So,
cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.